you know. So having my own apartment was, yes, much better than living in my car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have any doubts at that time? Were there any doubts about going to Seattle and you always could get a job at Roy whatever's and cook? No,
I couldn't do it.
This is it. Yeah.
I couldn't come back with, my tail between my proverbial legs. You know what I mean? I had to do it. And, people have asked me, like, what do you tell a young musician? I mean, I couldn't breathe if I wasn't doing music. And I tell anybody young, if it makes it hard for you to breathe to not do music, then you're doing the right thing. If you've got some backup plan,
it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. If you got I didn't have an option for college. I didn't have an option for things, which was I wasn't mourning that. It wasn't like I didn't know any different. None of my other brothers and sisters had the option either. They went into Vietnam. They went in, whatever. No, I was totally dead set. No, I was sure of myself, and with what talent I had, I at least knew how to spot other talent. I think and I saw Axel when Izzy said Axel, I started this band with my friend Axel. They'd come out from Indiana, so I knew they were in it too. They had no backup plan. You wanted to find those people. And I'm like, Axel, man, I saw that guy. That guy's super intense. And met Axel. Great, we started playing, and we got Slash and Steven in. And that was it. The moment we played our first.
And you rehearsed behind Gardner there.
We finally got that spot.
That's where the rehearsal.
We were in Silver Lake.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we got that spot, which I think that spot was like $300 a month or $400 a month. But no bathroom, no kitchen, no.
Just storage, just to go in there and lock yourself in and play.
And live, yeah.
All these.
Yeah. At certain times, all of us, yeah. Our gear's there. We went to a construction site and stole some lumber and built a little. Joey, the place wasn't much bigger than this room.
No. I know those garages. I walked back there.
We built a little loft, like above our amps, like a sleeping loft.
It's tremendous. When was the first time you saw any success with Guns N' Roses? When did you feel you were on the right fucking path?
Well, that was, we just kept writing songs at that point and playing little gigs. 3 people, 5. And the 3 people was like West Arkeen, his girlfriend, and the guy that's, our buddy who has a big enough car to put our gear in. But we just kept writing songs and playing more and more. Axel was he's super driven guy. He just had a bigger worldview of our band. Like, he's like, we're going, this is going to be our next step and the next step. And like, okay, that sounds amazing. I don't know. We're just writing songs in our shitty little place. But we started drawing more and more people, and getting better gigs. And it was so to us, it happened over, we made a mailing list. We did all this stuff to push our band. We'd go after fans, keep on them, get their address, mail them flyers, get the money for postage stamps. And all you do is fold up the flyer, tape the top, put a stamp in their address and mail it to them. But we toured, we got signed to Geffen on the stipulation we had all artistic, last word on everything. Nobody could touch our music. We would pick the producer. We'd pick the mix. We'd everything. Pick the singles, all of that. So that was a good feeling. It wasn't success necessarily yet. And we toured for a year and a half on the record, opening for everybody, with 7 people coming to see your band. And we started to break in the UK. And that was a great feeling over there, going and playing. We went and played the Marquee, which is tiny. And then the next time we played, we sold out Hammersmith Odeon, which is a big theater. And that's quite a jump. So that was maybe the first time I felt like, oh, we sold out the Hammersmith Odeon. and we were going over to Japan, Australia, and getting some movement there. In the U.S., it was such a big market, really commercial. You know, it was like Roxette, Madonna, White Snake with that big record. But we were nothing like...
Def Leppard had a big album.
Def Leppard.
86, 87.
Yeah.
You guys released in 88, correct?
87.
87.
Yes.
December of 87 or something?
I think it was June of 87.
But the album took a long time to catch on.
If you thought we came out in 88, because it took a year and a half.
It took, because I got sentenced in 88, and by that time you guys were off and running.
Right.
Everybody knew who the fuck Guns N' Roses were.
Yeah.
I bumped into Slash when I first moved here there was a pseudo comedy club on Sunset. I didn't say much. Then I saw him again at the Comedy Store. Didn't say much. Then I got on a plane with Rogan to go to Vegas in 98 maybe, and I saw him on the fucking flight with us. I didn't say nothing. I went to the hotel that night. I had insomnia. I had no weed in Vegas, no money. I was broke. And I said, let me just go for a walk. And I saw Slash. It was like a game convention or a comic book or something to do with something, you know. And he was at the bar, and that's when I said he's by himself. Let me go up to him and ask him. And I went up to him, and I remember going, you know, I love your albums, blah, 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 blah. What really happened with Axl? And, you know, he could have told me to go fuck myself. And he goes, you're a comedian, right? I go, yeah. He goes, are you hungry right now? I go, yeah, I'm having a hard time. He goes, remember these times. So when you get successful, you can look at this and see that you did the work. That's all that counts. I want you to remember that you did the work, you know, that you put in the hours. And that resonated with me.
Yeah.
To this day, it resonates a lot. And from what you're telling me, it seems like the guys that you got very lucky, because the guys you were in the band with had the same dream you had, or even more powerful. That lifts you. That's got to be lifting.
You have to find the right...
In a year, we're going to be playing the Hammersmith, whatever the fuck, and you're like, how much dope did you do last night?
Right.
But then you go home and you're like, maybe he's got a point.
Yeah, you know, somebody asked me about this, and I've never... Fortune, maybe. I don't know if luck, if there's luck involved. You put in the work. You put in the 20-hour days. You know, day after day. We rehearsed twice a day. We were all in. Like, we didn't have hobbies.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.